You know, I knew this game was going to be probably the best game of the weekend because these two teams, the Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars, were so close as far as like being able to counter what each other could possibly do. But I wasn't expecting this game to be this good. Final score between the Los Angeles Chargers and Jacksonville Jaguars, 30-31. Where we want to go with this? Let's go ahead and let's go kick it off with Trevor Lawrence, because I felt like when he threw the first two interceptions, set up the Los Angeles Chargers with excellent field position. Asante Samuel, phenomenal. Set up the Chargers with excellent field position, and it was looking like there was literally two possessions in the hole. And I turned my head for a quick second, and we go into the second half, and we totally see a totally different team by the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you gotta toot your hat to Trevor Lawrence and his ability to bounce back, because in the first half he threw four interceptions. In the first half he threw four interceptions, and by you throwing four interceptions, I would probably say after the third one, your confidence is shot. Your confidence is shot. So he showed extreme resilience going into the second half, scoring, putting them back into the ball game versus the Los Angeles Chargers and winning the football game. That's like that shows a lot from Trevor Lawrence. Like you can't downplay that. I know it was rough in the first half. It was rough. The Jaguars were unable to run the football early in the game. They was able to turn this thing around in the second half. We're not going to sit here and try to downplay Justin Herbert, because Justin Herbert played fairly well too. 25 for 43, 273 yards. This was like the best game. And the only thing I'm really upset about, for real, is my parlay. I want to say it was a Travis Etienne touchdown that I ended up missing, a Keenan Allen touchdown that I missed, but outside of that, everything else hit. So that was going to be like, what, a $2,500 pot or something like that. So I'm a little upset about that, but the game is everything even more than what you could possibly ask for. Honestly, a controversial call towards the end. I believe it was a third down, where Jawan Taylor wasn't called for the offside. Excuse me, the offside, not the offside. False start penalty, and Joey Bosa was upset about it, and then he ended up getting the unsportsmanlike conduct, and that set the Jaguars up with they basically wanted to go for two instead of kicking the extra point. So instead of making it a 3-point game, they ended up making it a 2-point game, and they was able to just come out. The Chargers came out for the last possession. They had a quick 3-and-out, and Jaguars defense held up, and then they was able to put the ball back to the Jaguars offense, and they was able to go straight down the field, which, by the way, phenomenal play call by Doug Peterson. It literally looked like a quarterback sneak on that 4th down and 1-inch play, and it literally faked everybody else out, and ended up turned out to be a handoff a toss play to Travis Etienne, which, by the way, didn't expect. I've watched Travis Etienne run the football in the past, but the way he got to that corner and it would outrun everybody, that was pretty impressive. But the play call itself, that was a phenomenal play call on 4th and inches. Everybody was expecting the quarterback sneak, especially Trevor Lawrence's ability to run the quarterback sneak. Just going to plays prior when they end up running the quarterback sneak on the 2-point conversion. He's fearless. But kudos to the Jacksonville Jaguars for coming out, getting the dub against the Los Angeles Chargers. It was a phenomenal football game. It's going to be interesting how the Jacksonville Jaguars end up faring in the remainder of the rest of these NFL playoffs.